In a small, peaceful village, there was an old woman named Mary. She was known for her kindness and always helping her neighbors. Even though she lived alone, she never felt lonely because people from the village would often visit her. They shared stories, asked for advice, and in return, they brought her food and supplies to make sure she always had enough. One chilly autumn morning, Mary decided to go into the nearby forest to gather some wood for her fireplace. As she walked deeper into the woods, she came across something unexpected, an old pot, half buried in the ground. Curious, she brushed off the dirt and opened the pot. To her surprise, it was full of shiny gold coins. Mary was excited. She imagined how her life could change. She dreamed of living in a big, beautiful house, sitting by a warm fireplace in a nice chair. But there was a problem. The pot was too heavy for her to carry by herself. Not giving up, Mary quickly made a plan. She found some wooden planks and tied a sturdy cloth around the pot, creating a makeshift sled. Then, with a lot of effort, she began to pull the pot towards her home. As she struggled to drag the heavy pot, she noticed something strange. The gold coins inside the pot started to change color. When she stopped to take a break and looked inside, the gold had turned into silver. At first, Mary felt disappointed. But she told herself that silver was still valuable and it could still help her get a nice house and live comfortably. She kept going, but soon the silver coins began to change as well. This time, they turned into iron. Mary felt sad, and her hopes of a rich life started to fade. She paused and thought about what was happening. All the dreams she had when she found the pot seemed to be slipping away. Then Mary stopped and smiled. She realized that she had been happy even before she found the pot of gold. Her simple life was filled with love and support from her neighbors, and that was enough for her. She thought about her small but cozy home, the food her neighbors brought, and the joy she found in helping others. In that moment, Mary understood that happiness doesn't come from having more money or material things. It comes from the people around us, the simple things we enjoy, and the love we share with others. She decided to leave the pot in the forest and go back to her old life, feeling content. That evening, as she sat by her fireplace in her old but comfortable chair, she felt warmth in her heart that no amount of gold could ever bring her. She was at peace with her life, and she knew that she didn't need riches to be happy. From that day on, Mary continued to live the way she always had, helping her neighbors and receiving their love in return. She understood that true happiness comes from within, not from the things we own. Mary stayed cheerful no matter what happened because she had learned to appreciate what she already had. Now let's go over some of the key words from this story. Astonishment, a feeling of great surprise. Example, she felt astonishment when she saw the gold coins in the pot. Makeshift, a temporary or improvised solution. Example, Mary made a makeshift sled from wooden planks to move the pot. Reassuring, giving comfort or confidence. Example, she kept reassuring herself that silver was still valuable. Despair, a feeling of complete loss of hope. Example, she felt despair when the coins turned into iron. Content, a state of peaceful happiness. Example, Mary felt content with her simple life in the village. Serene, calm and peaceful. Example, the forest felt serene with the sound of rustling leaves. Resourcefulness, the ability to find clever ways to solve problems. Example, Mary showed resourcefulness by making a sled for the heavy pot. Pang, a sudden sharp feeling, usually of sadness or regret. Example, she felt a pang of disappointment when the coins changed to iron. Gratitude, the feeling of being thankful. Example, Mary felt gratitude for the kindness of her neighbors. Reassurance, the action of comforting or removing doubts.